depots and aid routes, with blame pointed at the RSF paramilitary force. Our top story today, the Indian government held an all-party meeting in Delhi to brief opposition leaders on developments under Operation Sindoor, the name given to India's airstrike against Pakistan. Reports on Pakistan have also started their National Assembly, convened this morning at 11 a.m. local time. According to the Indian Ministry of External Affairs, civilian casualties have been reported due to ceasefire violations along the line of control by Pakistan. A total of 13 fatalities have been recorded, all occurring in Poornch. Furthermore, 59 individuals have sustained non-fatal injuries, with 44 of these cases reported in Poornch. According to reports, a blast rocked Lahore today, a day after India launched airstrikes on multiple targets in Pakistan, heightening fears of a wider military conflict between the two nuclear-armed nations. Iranian Foreign Minister Sayyid Abbas Araghchi has arrived in New Delhi to co-chair the 20th India-Iran Joint Commission meeting. He is holding meetings with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and President Draupadi Murmu. He is the first foreign dignitary to visit after Operation Sindoor. Meanwhile, Nepal's armed police force has tightened security along the border, launching round-the-clock patrolling with India's Sashastra Seema Bal in response to the post-strike situation. And amid heightened regional tensions, India has shut down commercial operations at 27 airports until May the 10th. Those airports include Srinagar, Leh and Jammu, among many others. Pakistan's Defence Minister Casualties Asif has claimed 5 Indian jets were downed, but offered only social media as evidence. On CNN, he failed to name the aircraft used or provide any evidence, prompting the anchor to dismiss his claims. Let's take a listen in to what Casualties Asif had to say.
Brought up the fact that India lost some fighter jets. So let's be quite clear about this. Pakistan claims it shot down 5 Indian Air Force jets and a drone, as I understand it. India says there's no evidence of that, no proof. So can you provide more detail? Hold on. Can you provide more detail? And is this the response that your army spokesman threatened, or is there further action to come? Let's start with this very specific allegation of 5 fighter jets shot down. Where's the evidence for that, sir?
It's all over the social media, on Indian social media, not on our social media. The debris of these jets fell into Indian occupied Kashmir, and it's all over Indian media today. And they have admitted, their media has...
The reason to talk to you today, sir, it's not to talk about content all over social media. I'm sorry, it's not to talk about content all over social media. I'm asking you very specifically for the evidence, for the detail. For example, was any Chinese equipment used by Pakistan to down these Rafale jets, as I understand you are alleging them to be?
No Chinese equipment. We have Chinese planes, JF-17 and JF-10. They are Chinese planes, but they are being manufactured, assembled in Pakistan now. We have, very close to Islamabad, we have a facility over there where these planes are manufactured. And if India can buy planes from France and use them, we can also buy planes from China or Russia or United States or UK and use them. And let me say one thing. They have already admitted that the 3 planes were down.
Can I just repeat the question that I asked? I wasn't asking whether Chinese fighter jets were used. I'm just, was any Chinese equipment used by Pakistan to down these jets that you suggest were targeted?
Well, these planes were down with the dogfight. Missiles were fired by our planes and they were shot down.
Authorities in Jammu have ordered all schools, colleges and educational institutions in 5 border districts, Jammu, Samba, Kathmu, Rajouri and Poornch, to remain closed today. The district administration in Srinagar has set up a joint control room under the Disaster Management Authority to help track the situation closely. We are joined by our guest today, RVS Mani, former Undersecretary MHA, located in New Delhi. Forgive me for the name pronunciation there. There's a problem with the TP. But I wanted to know, what's your direct response to this interview that the Pakistan claims that these 3 fighter jets were downed without citing any evidence there in plain sight?
As simple as that. He is the defense minister of Pakistan. He will be aware of the inventory of his own machines there. Could he not find out which of the 4 or 5 machines were used to shoot down the Indian jets? It was whether it has fallen into the Indian territory or Pakistan territory. These are all questions we could not come clean on. Just quoting some planted news in social media doesn't form evidence in any form. He should have clearly said that it was shot down and they were flying over X area, geographical area, which is a Pakistani airspace. We shot down with this machine, Y machine, and if that is not the case, after shooting down, they fell into such and such territory, Lahore, Rawalpindi, Multan, Mardan, whatever it is. None of these contours were given. Just quoting some social media, I do not think it is any credible evidence. They are trying to do say that we are matching India in each of their endeavors, which is a falsehood, which is narrative. It's a false narrative, very clear. Evidently, it's abundantly clear. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes, and RVS Mani. Obviously, there's a meeting going on currently with the BJP current government briefing the opposition on the current developments in regards to Operation Sindoor and regards to these escalating tensions. How significant is bipartisan unity in sending a signal to Pakistan and the rest of the world?
It is extremely important to take all the parties on board. They have been as a part of governance in some stage of the last 30, 40 years. Most of the parties which are in existence now are somewhere or the other been in the part of governing seat. So, and number 2, very important, the entire nation should be speaking in same voice, single voice. It should be a single statement, single voice. There should not be any disparate voices. Somebody claiming that it is you give, because last time, few times it has happened. We had a party in power in the capital, the federal government of national capital of Delhi, where the then party chief used to keep on pestering for evidences. I don't want to name anybody, and there were others also. Were so these type of unpleasant, anti-national things could have been avoided. So it is best. One of the best strategy on the part of the present government to take the entire opposition, all the members of the political spectrum on board, so that they are convinced of the truth of our, the benefits of our virtues of our attack, and later on speak the same language which the government language is there. That's what.
And finally, obviously, we've had some conflicting statements coming out, and Pakistan has said that they have the right to retaliate to these strikes that happened yesterday, Operation Sindoor, and that they also downed these Indian jets as retaliation. As we've said, there's doesn't seem to be much evidence for this. RVS Mani, do you expect Islamabad to seek international mediation further, or do you expect further retaliation from Pakistan?
The Iranian foreign ministry is already there in India, and they have already offered an opportunity to mediate between them. Besides that, Indian stand has always been that we will sort our dispute between ourselves in a bilateral method. We don't want a third party to mediate for us. Notwithstanding, I'm a trained mediator myself, I will still stand for that. Mediation has to be first, the background of mediation should be the intent. Is the Pakistan government willing to mediate? Are they willing to settle? Or they are standing up on an ego? Are they trying to say that in one-upmanship? If that is not going to give you any solution, you do all types of dispute conflict resolution. The solution will come only if there is an intent among the parties. Pakistan is not showing any intent, in spite of the fact that they very well know.
I do have to interrupt you. We have some breaking news coming in. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has met with Saudi Arabia's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Abdul Abjiyah, in New Delhi today. During the meeting, Jaishankar outlined India's commitment to firmly countering terrorism. Jaishankar took to X, sharing a productive discussion with Abdul Abjiyah today. I want to get your immediate response to that. How do you think the world is reacting, and especially in regards to this meeting with this senior Saudi Arabian leader?
Important thing has been underlined by the Honorable External Affairs Minister, Mr. Dr. Jaishankar, that the issue between India and Pakistan at present is India's efforts on war on terror. They have got nothing to do with Pakistan. If Pakistan fosters terrorism, they will be at the receiving end, whether they call it a bilateral or whether it is. But our effort, our endeavor is a war on terror. It's supported by the entire world, including the Saudi Arabians, the Iranian dignitary who has come here. All of us are behind us because we are fighting the terror, not any particular country. And Pakistan is fostering the same terror in their own background, whether it is the Lashkar-e-Toiba, whether it is the Al-Badr, whether it is Jaish-e-Mohammed, whether it is Jamaat-e-Dawa, Harkatul Ansar, whatever name you call them, most of them are terror entities, which yesterday, by virtue of the army officers attending the funerals of the leaders of these outfits, that Pakistan stands for terror.
Yes.
Pakistan state and terror are one and the same. They are synonymous with it. That is what the international reactions are confirming. Our stand was war on terror. Notwithstanding that, the reactions of these international dignitaries confirms that Pakistan is a terror state and our action was a war on terror. That is what I wanted to sum up.
Yes. RVS Mane, thank you very much for joining us. We now move over to Europe, where Chinese